Hey kids, time for poetry lesson number 7. And before we learn how to write a cinquain, we'll try to classify this poem. This is a poem by Lewis Carroll, and you might know he's the one who wrote Alice in Wonderland, and it's called Jabberwocky. So let's listen in.
'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogroves, and the mome raths outgrabe. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the jub bird, and shun the frumious bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand. Long time the manxome foe he sought, so rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood awhile in thought. And as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the tugly wood, and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through, the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and with its head he went galumphing back. And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy, O frabjous day, callooh, callay, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogroves, and the mome raths outgrabe.
So that probably left you thinking, what? So I'll give you a second to classify. Pause the video if you would. Yep. I'm sure you probably said just for fun. Specifically, this is called a nonsense poem, and a lot of nursery rhymes are nonsense poems, and there are a couple of ways to know. One, stuff that happens is pretty far out there, and two, brillig, slithy, mome raths. Yeah, all words that Lewis Carroll just made up. And those are kind of the two hallmarks of this kind of nonsense poem. It's a real kind of poetry. Okay, today we learn to write a cinquain, an unrhymed poem consisting of 5 lines arranged in a special way. And if you look at it, it sort of looks like a diamante, but not quite. Planet, graceful, ringed, spinning, whirling, twirling, dances with neighbor Jupiter. Saturn. So I'll explain the form in a second. There are very specific rules, but I think that number one, doing a cinquain will have really gotten you ready to do this. Or not a cinquain, sorry, a diamante. The word cinquain comes from the Latin root for 5, and the cinquain has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. So here's what it is, and I'm going to move it up so you can see this poem. Line A is a general one-word subject or topic. So insect is not at all specific. Lots of things could be insects. Line B, 2 vivid adjectives that describe the specific. And if you look down here, that's how we end the poem. We start with something general, insect, and at the end of the poem, we give it away. It's like a little surprise. So what's a specific insect? A mantis. So line B, 2 vivid adjectives that describe the specific. A mantis, hidden, hungry. Line C, 3 interesting ing action verbs that fit the specific. Mantis, preening, searching, stalking. Then line D, a 4-word phrase about the specific. So what are 4 words in kind of a mini sentence that I could say about a mantis? Waits as if praying. So insect, hidden, hungry, preening, searching, stalking, waits as if praying, mantis. Okay? So that means that to do it, you got to brainstorm first. And to do that, you have to start with kind of the very beginning and the very end. Line A and line E, the general, and the specifics. So I've left you these, and I have a whole bunch of them. I will have them copied and linked to the homework assignment. Bird, parrot, fruit, apple or pear, banana, watermelon, peach, season, spring, winter, January or spring, April or summer, July. I'm not going to read them all. Okay. So once again, specific rules. Name a general topic. Give a specific name for the last line. So that's A and E. Brainstorm some adjectives to describe the specific. Brainstorm some ing verbs. Maybe write 2 or 3 4-word phrases. And then when you're done, look at everything, pick specifics, okay? Which general, which specific, which, and now let's look back up here specifically, 2 adjectives, which 3 ing action verbs, which 4-word phrase, and put that specific at the end. A couple of quick things to remember. It should have 5 lines and 11 words. You should center it on the paper. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. Start each line with a capital letter and remember your commas, but no ending punctuation. Now, to get it to be the right shape, okay, I'm going to use my space bar. And I'm going to go with the very first thing, with the general. I'm just going to go over a ways. Okay, now I'm going to put my space bar here, and I'm going to try to make it loud enough so you can hear me going. I think that looks right about in the middle. I can adjust it in a second. Here I go with the next line. That looks just about right. Here I go with the next line. Spacebar, 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 spacebar. That looks just about right. And now finally, the specific. So to make it look right, and I think mantis lines up now with insect, that's how you make it look in the proper form. So all I did was I moved this one way over, and then I moved these with the spacebar until it looked just about right. So that's it. That is how to do a Cinquain. So you're up next. After the video lesson is over, just head over to the Cinquain homework. As I said, I'll have a list of all those general and specifics, and away you go. Go get them, poets.